Dear Auntie, when I was younger, I unfortunately ascribed to the whole "I'm not friends with girls, they cause too much drama" train of thought, even though I did in fact have female friends. Now as a college-aged young adult, I realize that my whole life I've been intimidated by friendships with other women. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I think more is at stake? I know everyone is different and none of my friendships have been similar, but I'm way more nervous when trying to make friends with a girl than with a guy. Once I get to know them, it's easier, but the initial getting to know each other phase is much scarier for me with a fellow lady than a guy. I'll be starting grad school soon, and I'd love some advice on how to get past this.
Well, scary is not impossible. So obviously, you have been able to make this happen for you, which is the good news. That it's just more intimidating of a process than it is to make friends with a dude. I mean, I will just say anecdotally that I think the stakes are higher when you're a girl trying to make friends with other girls, partly because if a girl doesn't like you or if you have a falling out, things can get really nasty. I think the other thing too is that when you're a girl and you're making friends with a guy, you can fall back on flirting. It's not necessarily the most attractive thing, but it's totally true that you can fall back on flirting, and it can make it easier, or at least it can make it feel easier when you have to just straight up connect with somebody on a totally human level and you can't, sort of flatter them into being friends with you.
I think that a lot of the really strong friendships between men and women come from a place of opposite experiences. There's always like something to discuss. There's always some kind of experience that this person had that the other person didn't have. Points of view are going to be different, and that in and of itself is interesting enough to keep people sort of like talking and interested in each other.
It's okay to be intimidated. If it's actually great that you are aware of this as an issue for you and that you acknowledge it. And now that you know that it's there, it's something you can work with.
I also think that there's, this sort of like mean girls mentality out there. It's a really easy way to booby trap a relationship that with another girl that might just be getting started, to think that something like that is not only possible but probable. It's also a self-fulfilling prophecy if you go into any relationship immediately feeling intimidated by the other person who you want to befriend.
So if you go in expecting drama and craziness and for things to be uncomfortable, then a lot of times you'll find exactly what you're looking for. But if you go in with an open mind and acknowledge that that you do feel intimidated, but that's okay. You can even say it out loud. I feel so intimidated by you. That can be an incredibly disarming thing.
So go out there and be intimidating.
Yeah, go make some intimidating friends.
I recommend wearing a collar with spikes on it.
Ooh, body armor. Carry an axe or a big stick.
And if you carry an axe, sharpen it. Don't
don't half-ass it.
Don't phone it in.